Hello, I'm Jonathan Cosio, and this is my video report about my experience with Buddhism. This is actually the intro right now, but everything's already been done already. I actually just returned from the service. On this video I'll go back and show some video of before I attended the service and then after I attended the service. But right now I'll give you some information. It was an amazing experience actually. I was in there from 10 in the morning till just a little while ago. It's about 1:25, so I was there about 3 hours. The first part was a service and meditation. We did meditation. It was the service, meaning it was like a life lesson. And afterwards, they gave us a tour. There was only about 5 people there. There was another 3 of them were members. And there was myself, a student, and then there was there was a young lady that I just seemed curious. I think she wanted to learn more about it too also. So there was just 5 of us. So after the service, they were very kind, and they showed us the altar and what every statue meant, and the whole story, which I read in the book, which is very accurate with the book about Siddhartha and the Buddha. The story they told us after the service was exactly pretty much what it said in Jung's book, the textbook. So yeah, some of the things, the teacher who gave the sermon, I guess you would say, was named Ron Caldwell. He was a retired police officer from New York City. He retired early at 43. I'm not sure how old he is now, but he's maybe 53 now. And so he retired and he came to Florida, and he was brought up with Episcopal household, parents, and he turned to Buddhism. So, but I mean, he was dressed jeans, not any different than me, you know. There was a guy there that I met later after the service, in the regular main building, where had the shaved head and the almost shaved head and the robe and the whole thing. But our teacher was very everyday looking, even had an earring. So just a normal guy, American guy you'd see in the street. Very, very nice. So the lesson itself was probably an hour and a half or so, maybe even almost 2 hours. And it was about exchanging with others. Not meaning gifts or things like that. The whole thing was about, how do I sum it up? Compassion. Thinking about other people's needs before your own. Basically, what he meant by exchanging with others was exchanging your life and putting yourself in their shoes and feeling for them and having compassion and thinking of others before thinking about yourself. Was basically what it was all about. We talked about the suffering in life, the samsara, I believe, is life with the suffering, and the goal is to escape that. You could, at this service, I could detect the hints of Hinduism in there, because they have the Dharma and they have the, he talked about the next life and the life before, so reincarnation, and a lot of similarities there. You could tell that it stemmed from Hinduism. Another really interesting life lesson there was about being angry and materialism and being on the road and getting mad at somebody driving and cutting you off and stuff like that. It was very interesting how he's just saying it was like a perception. It's really just, anger is just a perception. And they're trying to teach, instead of getting angry at somebody and, hateful and angry and all upset, feel compassion for them. What's making the other person so angry? What's making the other person, getting into that annoying mood that's getting everybody else mad or whatever? And instead of letting it affect you, getting you angry. He talked about marriage too, isn't it? Is to feel compassion, come back with kindness, It was interesting, and how all anger does and hate is just leads to your own suffering. It's all perception, and nobody really makes you angry, and nobody really makes you hate. That comes from within yourself. So I found that extremely interesting. Anyway, I know this video is supposed to only be 5 minutes, so I took, out of respect for we had to go into this room where the service took place, where we had to take our shoes off and go in there and sit proper and everything. And so out of respect, I only snuck a couple pictures. So I do have a couple pictures I took. It was a quick team, so I'll post that into this video here so you can see the room I was in. There's like only one guy sitting in front of me. The teacher had left the room, but was getting ready to come in, and we all stand and kind of give him respect. So he wasn't in the room yet, so you'll see the picture of basically what will be like the altar. It was, you'll see all kinds of Buddhas, and I'm going to post those pictures. So, all right, enjoy.